Hello there everybody, Oymon here, and welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. So, when we last left off, we'd reached another new area. We're in Chapter 4 now, I think? Pretty sure it's Chapter 4. And we are currently in a swamp. I forget the exact name of it. Hang on, does it say there? It doesn't, it's just the swamp. It had a particular name. I don't remember what it was, but yes, we are here. We are in the swamp. We run around for a while, solving problems, as we usually tend to do. And yeah, we've done a whole bunch of all this stuff. This was the sort of last bit of a puzzle we solved, which was someone who crashed their plane. We needed the gravel. It had a particular name. I forget what it was. But basically, we needed a kind of gravel out of this in order for her to build a runway. We got her plane out. There was something else we needed to do. What was it? Hang on a second. To-do list. Okay, yeah, we got to get the booze out of the sunken submarine. We can't do that because we need some way to go underwater. We need to find radios. We've got to keep an eye out for those. They're scattered around the world now, so I'd have to revisit certain previous locations. I don't remember specifically where they all are. We'll just have to wander around a bit. I still need to find some barbecue sauce. No clue where the hell I'm going to get that. Might have to look up that on a guide or just, you know, ignore it. Dry out the wet plane fuel. That was it. We needed to somehow unwater the fuel. Oh yeah, and we got to get the padlocks out of the old home. We've also got a few locations that we haven't been to yet. Let's go check out the monster shack. Oh dear. Yeah, I think I did something that accidentally dropped my stats, didn't I? Hang on. Yeah, I lost some muscle and a moxie, which is kind of irritating. Code reads, these kids are alright. Huh, okay. So alright as in they are all correct? Or all right as in they have politically right leanings, or all right as in, they're fine, they're people. I ate the trap sandwich. I did eat the trap sandwich, yes, that's what I did. Which was kind of annoying. Inside you find the decayed and crumbled... How the hell do you remember this better than I do? I'm the one playing the fucking game. Oh, it just shows how bad my fucking memory is. Inside you find not the decayed, crumbling, tumble-down shack strewn with ancient wreckage you were perhaps expecting, but an actually maintained and fairly cleaned tumble-down shack strewn with 12 to 14-year-old kids. Because you laughed at it. Alright. Hey, what are you kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp? Why shouldn't we be? Because it's dangerous? Yeah, but this is where the monsters are. That's why it's dangerous. Do you believe in monsters, lady? I believe the real monster is man. All the kids sigh and roll their eyes at you. Okay, I guess I deserve that. Do you believe in monsters or not? You can't join our monster squad unless you do. Is this actually a reference to the Monster Squad movie? I've not seen it, but I've seen it like online and stuff. Yeah, of course I believe in monsters. Would be a feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise. You mean you've seen them? Oh, for real? Well, yeah. Which one? Fishmen? Those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters. I don't understand what real means in this context. Since you believe in monsters, you can join our monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything because it's a secret. Alright, fine, I'll join. It'd be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf of these old bookcases we scavenged. That's it, I'm a member. Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony where we all had to repeat the vow and stuff, but it took too long and we're all busy with our research. Cool. Ooh, that ain't good. Close that up. Kitty cat. You must know you're an outsider. That's a shame. Ooh. Mascarpone's monster or modern provolone. Elemental. Summons a cheesy ally. Huh. Excellent. Well, I got that now. I've got nothing else to spend experience on, so I may as well just look at the books. Big leather-bound tome sits on top of a pedestal. That doesn't sound very good. List of vampire nests. It's like 400 pages long. Lots of vampires in the swamp. So that's a way to just have endless vampire fights. Okay. Hi there. Hi. Don't mean to be rude, but what's your deal? I'm a moss man. You are, huh? Well, not really, but I want to be a moss man when I grow up. That's why I'm eating all this fertilizer. It's actually cornflakes. I'm just pretending. Okay. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Some people say I'm crazy for believing in the moss man, though. But I know he's real. I've seen him. A moss man? A man made of moss. Yes, he's all fuzzy and green. It's so neat. You should go see him for yourself, then. If you bring back proof he exists, people won't think you're weird. Sure, I can go and have a look for that. Ooh, Moss Rock Grotto. Alright. What are you reading? It's about Neanderthals and other early hominids. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything useful. What are you looking for? The honey ape. The what now? Never heard of it? It's a famous monster. It's a hairy primate or primate-like creature that's smaller than a human, but with human-sized hands. Most of the legends call it Big Hands, and I'm pretty sure the Big Hands legend and the reports of the honey ape sightings are referring to the same cryptid. That's interesting. I know it lives around here somewhere, I just haven't found it yet. I'll help you look. Ooh, the honey ape handprint. Try and get one of its fingernails. Okay. New on the oh yeah, that's the new combat skill. Look at the handprints, the size of a normal human hand, and got 4 fingers and 1 thumb. Totally ordinary. Yeah, okay. We got it there. Perfume samples? Kinda. This one's a combination of hydrogen sulfide and methane, common swamp gas, basically. And the other one? Coffee, to clear the swamp gas smell out of my nose. So why? I'm researching a creature known as the Smell-o-the-Wisp. Okay, I've only run into it once, but I have a good memory for smells. So I figure if I can match its smell, that particular chemical mix will tell me more about it. Oh, what? Wisp. It's a cloud of intelligent swamp gas. Some people say it's the ghost of a dead chili cook-off judge. Random. But I think there's probably more scientific explanation. Okay, you're telling me to look for an intelligent... The girl gestures sternly to sign no fart jokes. Oh, come on. Well, I don't know what to say. Alright, Alright, I'll go find your damn thing. Also, can I use my equipment to make potions? Oh good, I can still make potions. That's nice. I can make plenty of stench armor and stuff. Hey, you're a grown-up. Can you help me with something? I'm not buying you any cigarettes. No, there's this swamp lady named Barbara Yaga. As opposed to Baba Yaga. Everybody says she's just a fairy tale, but I know she's real because I've seen her hut right here in the swamp. But I don't know if she's the sort of lady who eats kids or not. Swamp lady? Well, I don't want to call her a swamp witch or a swamp hag or stuff like that. It'd be mean to judge her that way without having actually met her. Alright, I'll go check her out. Blimey, we're getting a lot of new locations. She has feathers. I mean, one of her pet birds. Story says she has a ton of them. Alright, ask about the radio? Wait, you didn't mention the radio. What's that for? Oh, this isn't related to Baba Yaga or anything. I'm just trying to find a station so we can get some music in here. Can I tune it into the WGCR radio? Can't get any stations right now, sorry. Nice hat. What's the triangle mean? Thanks. It's the Great Pyramids, one of them anyway. You ever seen them? Only on your hat, not personally. Well, maybe you will someday. That would be nice. I mean, there's plenty more of the Loathing world to flesh out here. I don't know if Loathing is actually a very particular place. Or if Loathing is just the name of the world it's in. Because the first game was the Facebook one, which was called Kingdoms of Loathing, or something like that. Which might imply that maybe Loathing is, like, this world's equivalent of England. But I'm not entirely sure, because, you know, you got West of Loathing, which was set on, obviously, like, the west coast of the US, I think. Sort of vaguely supposed to be on the west coast of the US. And now you got Shadows Over Loathing, even though we're clearly still in the US, so... I'm not sure where Loathing is as an actual location in the world, if it even is a location. So I honestly couldn't say. Into flies? Well, kinda. They're interesting once you get over the gross factor. Mostly I'm just studying these, because what I'm really interested in is the fly man. Yeah, maybe man-fly. I haven't decided which way is better yet. Scientist that moved into the old Flemberg place. I did a little spying on him, and I think he's trying to turn himself into a giant fly. I don't know, that's what's so interesting about him. Also, he's really handsome. Okay, sure, I can help that out. Blimey, another new map location. I mean, I'm not complaining, it gives me a lot of fun places to go and explore. So what's this thing you're making? I don't really know yet, just kind of messing around with it because I'm taking a break from my main project. You know anything about the Chupanaraja? As opposed to the Chupacabra, obviously. Chupanaraja, okay. Try to avoid spicy food, it gives you the hiccups. It's the kind of monster that eats oranges. They're supposed to be from way down south, but I know there's one in this swamp somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter what kind of trap I build, it keeps escaping. You want to try? Sure, why not? Feel free to use my workbench over there. Plenty of spare parts and stuff. If you manage to catch it, bring me back one of its nostrils as proof. But I kill it. Do you want to prove it's out there? Okay. Is it this workbench? Grab a scrap metal from the bench and construct a very basic animal trap. Would you like to make any refinements? Add the torque. Battery and a fuse, I guess? That's all I got, so maybe it'll work. I don't know how I do that. Oh, noise trumpet. Well, okay then, that got me a lot of places. Blimey neck. Okay. Let's go to the hut. Gloomy grove of sunken cypress trees. A well-muscled woman stands waist deep in an opaque bog. Her hands rest on the pommel of a sword, its blade lodged in the muck. Catches your eye because it's not the type of thing you tend to see on the East Coast. What sword is that? Blade for your great aunt. This is the blade for your great aunt. Many moons ago it was entrusted to my family for safekeeping. Now it is yours to reclaim for a cost. What great aunt? Have you forgotten your lineage, girl? Time was every tavern and meeting house kept a place by the fire for Hilda King. Okay. Why do I have to pay for my family sword? Security guaranteed by my family is unique and comes with a little price. Your great aunt knew this. This is why she placed the blade in your care. What's the cost? In time, I shall ask you a boon and you shall be obliged to grant it. Okay, sure. Great Aunt's Sword. Deals muscle plus 5 physical damage. That's not bad. I mean, if you're a sword user, I'm not. So that's satisfying heft. You can see why your great aunt liked it so much, but with it comes something quite unsatisfying. Something that makes you feel like you want to squeeze in a little cursed. Oh, for fuck's sake! God damn it! My stats keep being lowered and I can't go through all the bloody checks if I keep getting them lowered like this. You guessed me? Simple magic, binding you to your oath until such a time as I need your service. On that day I will find you. Can we just do it now? Better be a good sword. It's a great sword. Better be a good great sword. Stop laughing, it's not that funny. Apparently I got a wet cigarette. Go see into the spooky hut to discover it's actually really nice inside. A young woman with a rather twig-orientated hat greets you. Oh, hello, please come in. Don't get many visitors apart from the birds. Might be in the wrong place. Are you Barbara Yagara? That's correct. Who are you? Well, I'm my mom, would you believe? It's a pleasure. Come in, come in, come in. A lot of birds. Alright, let's say hi. It's a really nice house. To be honest, I was expecting it to be a lot more, you know, witchy. Oh, you've heard the old stories. Those are about my granny. She was really into croning. Croning? You know, being a crone. You know, the really old traditional magic stuff. She lived to be nearly 200 years old. When she passed, she left me the house and all her birds and so on. Is that why you're here? Chasing the old legend of Barbara Yagra? Well, not exactly. I met a kid who's into the old stories, but he was afraid you might be the child-eating kind of witch, so he sent me instead. That's adorable. I don't think I've ever eaten a child, but there's no telling what was in Granny Stews. Not sure if that was meant of a joke or... Sure. Anyway, I was supposed to take back a feather to prove I've met you. Yeah, well, I can't just give you one, though. Sure. Sorry, I'm gonna have to some kind of test first. It's a traditional thing. What sort of test? Well, it's a lot of work keeping this room clean. Or you could fight me. Granny trained all these birds to be killers. Alright, chores. You need to muck out the bird bath out front. And pick the ripe cattails out of my cattail patch. It's only 2 things. Isn't there a third? Of course, I'll tell you what that is after you've done the first 2. Okay. Never seen an indoor bird bath before. Oh, that was a gift. Too small for my birds, though. Happy to give it to you along with a feather if you help me out. Okay. Also, what is this? Probably shouldn't mess with the trapdoor without Barbara's permission. Alright, so we gotta do this. I need sleaze and stench! Oh, I don't think I can do that. Like, I don't think I can pull that off. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't, what I'd probably have to do, actually, hang on. I'd probably have to take a food item that does sleaze or stench, and then vice versa on a potion. Or we can do sleaze armor by 5 with the delicious oyster on food. Do we have a potion that does stench by 5? Stench by 3. Was it stench or was it sleaze I needed? Hang on. Damn it. No. Hang on. Was it sleaze? It was sleaze and stench. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got this. So we got sleaze, so we're looking for stench armor. So I can do stench by 3, but I need stench by more than 3. Damn it, I don't have anything for that. So there's that. I'm assuming I don't have any items that I can... Can we do stench armor? Actually, no, I can. I can do stench armor. So it only needs sleaze up by 4. I need to increase sleaze by 4. I can do 2. I can do 2 there. Hang on, that's sleaze. And where was it? Where was it? That should take my sleaze up. Okay, and... Hey, there we go. I did do it and I didn't even have to eat anything. That's good. Woo! Finished. Here's your cattails. What's the mysterious third task? Go down the basement and fetch a sack of birdseed for me. So I don't know, I think Granny's magic keeps it from collapsing, so makes it a bit scary down there. Yeah, I have a flashlight. I do, actually. Fuse box is broken beyond repair. No choice but to dwell in darkness. Apparently I need... What is that sound? Apparently I need spooky armor. No, I'm gonna need a lot more spooky armor than that. Okay. What do we have in terms of spooky armor? Not a lot on that, actually. Gotta be something with spooky armor on it. There's 2 spooky armor there. Put that on briefly at least. Makes sense why she keeps this thing in the basement. Turn back. Need more spooky armor because of course I do. God, the wall is bleeding. I need more spooky. I don't think I got enough stuff to get up to that level of spooky armor. Trying to shake him more violently now. All hell's die fool. Alright, come on, I gotta get one more piece of spooky armor out of this. It's gotta be something I can do. Something with just one more bit of spooky armor. I really don't want to have to waste a food item. And that's 1 spooky armor. I've already got 2. Yeah, these are all combat boosts, aren't they? Physical armor. Now, I'm going to have some sort of food item or something. I can't even remember what I've currently used. Spooky armor, spooky armor. There's to be something around here that can do that. Sleaze armor. No, nothing there at all in food. What about a potion? There'll be a potion that can do spooky. Fairy dust. Plus 3 physical armor. Alright. Good enough. That's a very random location. Still, we can change all the stuff back now. Got you damn birdseed. Here's your second birdseed. You were kind of undersold how scary it is down there. Sorry about that. Maybe I can learn a charm to keep the mice away. And the voices and bleeding walls doesn't sound familiar. Maybe your flashlight was acting up. Well, I got the feather. Whoop-de-doo. That was a chore. Ah, I got the frog bog. Fine, there's a lot of locations in this place. Who wanted Barbara Yager's stuff? Ah, that one. There we go. Hang on. Yeah, right. She doesn't have feathers herself. We established that. Good. Just checking. Here you go. Pretty nice, actually. Just don't go in her basement. He pulls out a sash pin. Ooh, a Monster Club sash. You can use 1 additional combat item per round. That's not terrible. And 35 experience points is always good. Alright. Next location. Moss Rock Grosso. Guys, just one gas erupts nearby with a loud... that sound. And a brownish yellow cloud. I'm about to try and describe the smell. I'm sure you can imagine it for yourself. Plus a match into the geyser. But hey. Well, if this isn't the moss man the kid was talking about, you got a real unusual coincidence here. He doesn't exactly look fearsome, but if you're looking for a fight, maybe take advantage of surprise. Nope, let's say hi. Excuse me, are you a moss man? It's me, Clyde Mossman. Pleased to meet you. Welcome to my humble abode. I ain't get many visitors, well, except some weird kids I sometimes see peeking around the trees. Are you an actual moss man? I'm quite sure I get your meaning. It's my last name, like I said. Yeah, but are you a human person or some kind of moss swamp creature? Again, this is a strange and possibly rude question. Well, I weren't always this way, but I've been living in this swamp a long time. Just kind of dug in and got comfortable. The moss just sort of grows out of me natural-like now. Instead of hair, I guess it just happened so gradual I ain't got accustomed to it. Didn't occur to me to question it. Sorry. Didn't mean to give you some kind of philosophical crisis. No apology necessary, but sometimes I'm going to be chewing on for a little while. Can I have some of your moss? Excuse me? You drop an existential bombshell on me and now you're asking for part of my body? I'm not really in top social form today, I guess. I do need some of that moss, though. I'll tell you what, help me solve this puzzle, whether I'm a man or a monster, and I give you some moss. Okay, so I need to up my mysticality. I'm assuming there is going to be a way for me to do that. About the moss. Well, the way I see it, you seem intelligent, can hold a conversation, and haven't tried to murder me for my delicious organ meats. How do you know they're delicious? So I figure, what does it really mean to be human anyway? You may as well be less Homo sapien and more, whatever the technical term for moss is, but it doesn't really matter. In the grand scheme of things, what's really important is you being the good person. The extremely weird person. Goody! Say, are you a hobo? Well, ain't the thing about hobos is they're always on the move. I happen to know a group of hobos who settled down and built themselves a pretty nice camp. Ah, okay, well, off he goes. Guess he's gonna be over there now. This is twinkling for some reason. And I can't interact with it in any way? Okay, apparently there was just some shining moss there that may come back into play later, I'm not sure. Hold on. Spot of colour in this dry swamp catches your eye. You find a pile of withered orange husks. Ooh. Set your trap. After a while, you start to get very bored and remember that people who hunt traps don't typically sit and wait for prey to show up. Instead, you leave and come back later. That's kind of the whole point of an animal trap. Okay. Set up for later. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. Alright, who wanted the moss guy? I think it was you, wasn't it? Met the moss man you were talking about? He's a pretty decent guy, actually. He gave me his mustache. Here. Item Monster Club slash. Ooh, and it ups my mysticality, too. So I'm going to be slowly improving this as I complete each of their quests. This could end up being a really good item. Hopefully. Okay. That's odd. This patch of muddy ground has a lot of tracks in it that look like human handprints. Except for the fact that humans don't normally walk around in their hands. Maybe some kind of acrobat convention. Yeah, the honey ape. Okay, follow the tracks. The more you look, the more confusing, trampled mess these tracks are. Seems like there are different sets of tracks heading in different directions. How many thumbs did he say the thing has again? On one hand? One. How many fingers was it? 4. Oh, for goodness sake. I need more moxie. Follow the prints through a clearing in the middle of a small strand of trees, and just right you find an animal. Which means we're going to have to leave it and hope to run into it later. I hope I can run into it again later. Not having the moxie to find it is kind of irritating as hell. I'll have to... Do I have anything that can, like... Equip that just in case. We got frogs. Help, buddy, help, rivet, hey. Okay, the frogs are apparently talking. Clear throat, there was a frog in it. Maybe you don't use drugs when talking to frogs, though. Hello? Not frogs. Humans, not frogs. Frogs are not humans, right, I know that. Your frogs not humans, yes, I can see that. Are you saying you're humans, not frogs? Yes, right. Okay. Think about what it'd be like to be trapped in a frog body. After a few seconds, you stop thinking about it because you don't like thinking about things that fill you with harrowing existential angst. How did this happen? Cursed, statue, frog, cave, cursed, statue, frog. Okay. Struggle to make sense of the cacophony. It's kind of understand you with everybody talking at once. Why are you all talking? Statue, share, single, singles, share, mind, all. All frogs share a single mind. This changes, Actually, you can't think of any significant consequence of what you just learned. Okay, is there any way I can help? When the large frog hops up to you and coughs loudly, a shiny green object flies out of its mouth and pinks into the water. Ooh, a gleaming emerald. Roll at your sleeve and plunge your hand in the nasty water. Fingers find a hard object which turns out to be shiny. Gotta go to Haim Quarry. Haim? Haim, maybe. Okay. Not exactly what I was expecting to happen, but okay. Well, that explains a lot. Drive efficiency SS gas used to be deducted from your paycheck. So the frogs are people and the people are now frogs? Interesting. Rifle through tends to be very thin. People who were hired and then quit real fast. Only a handful of current records, and they aren't very interesting. Ooh, intimidating Stetson. Muscle and Moxie, huh? Find a little key labeled mess and a gun labeled Bess. Okay. Some papers and stuff, but nothing. So what does the gun do? Moxie +5, fair enough. Push the painting aside and surprise, a safe. Unfortunately, it's a key type safe and you don't have the key. They got Captain Ginude? Okay. This whole key. Oh god, I just got that reference. Jesus Christ, I haven't thought about that in years. Yeah, you're right. I got that. It's fucking Dragon Ball Z reference. Sorry, that took so long to filter through then. I was like, what the hell is he on about? Oh yeah, there was that whole section where they're on Namek and Captain Ginyu swapped bodies. And then he got swapped into a frog, because that was funny. Paperclip and a battery, fair enough. I'll have to dry it out. Tune that. Yay. Okay, guess we're going in here. Ooh. Hey, don't touch that. Ah, that's right, I'm a human man, not a frog at all. I have reason to believe that you're actually a frog in a man's body somehow. Well, it's my body now and I'm keeping it. I don't need any dry skin leg walkers coming in here and... Holy hop, you've got the missing eye. This big emerald? Yeah, I was just noticing that it looks an awful lot like the other one. Okay, I absolutely need you to step away from the statue right hopping now. You don't want me to fix it? Very important. It's an ancient idol of the frog god. When the human blasphemed against it by removing that eye, this particular human right here I might add, they were cursed with the great croaking one's righteous fury. So that's why all the people here and the frogs in that bog nearby. Yep, you guessed it. This is old Freaky Friday routine. Oh, that's a fucking throwback. I don't know what that means. Forget about it. Actually, that movie shouldn't exist at this point in history, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Forget about it. The point is, the humans did the crime, so now it's the frog's time to shine. If I put the eye back, put it back, it undoes the curse. I hop, and maybe I shouldn't have told you that. Those frogs, people really want their bodies back. Well, so hopping what? Hop them. Look, take your inherent pro-human bias into account and consider the justice of the situation. These people came rolling in here with their machines and stuff, tear up our land, spill oil and gasoline everywhere, and then they find an ancient religious icon. The first thing they try to do is loot it. These aren't good people, and they got that what was coming to them. So what should I do? Take the other eye out of the statue. Don't worry about that, it won't curse you. What it'll do is make the original curse permanent. No takebacks, no do-overs, that's justice. Tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal, you can keep the emerald. Heck, I'll make a necklace for you. You like necklaces? Well, get used to having a neck. I'm getting used to... Well... I'll think about it. Okay. Given the smell and thick cloud of flies, it's not a place for a good time. Let's not go back there unless you really have a good reason. Okay, so... The thing is, I think he's the only frog that's having a good time here. Everybody else is pretty miserable. Now, I accept that the people who were here should have been a bit more cautious. I accept that. And... I am very much inclined to just put the eye back and just let the status quo get returned. Because, sure, this guy may be enjoying himself, but no one else is. I think all the other frogs out front seem pretty miserable. And the humans who are trapped as frogs are definitely miserable. And okay, yeah, he's enjoying himself, but that's about it here. Return the missing eye. In the interest of full disclosure, point out this is a one-way decision. If you mess with the idol, you won't be able to change your mind afterwards. Yeah, return the missing eye. So get the missing eye. No, help you bet. My brain feels slimy. Gross. Are you the original you? I'm the human guy, yeah. Name's Roger. Thanks for your help. I think it would have gone crazy if I'd been trapped as a frog much longer. Although I guess there isn't a lot of practical difference between a crazy frog and a sane one. Happy to help. If that's true, we got another problem. What's up now? I don't know how much you saw of this situation at the quarry, but it's a real terrible place to work. It does seem a bit run down. It doesn't need to be, that's the thing. We turn good profit, but the foreman refuses to spend any more than the absolute minimum on the facilities and wages. Meanwhile, he's eating caviar for lunch like he's John D. friggin' Rockefeller. Should have seen his face when I showed him that idle, his tongue hit the floor like a cartoon wolf. He's getting yacht catalogues in the mail, while us to do the actual work gotta take turns sleeping in one bed. Why don't you quit? We tried to start a union and he just called in the Pinkertons to rough us up. If we tried to quit, it's the same deal. We can't even just walk out because he watches us like a hawk. We decided to take our chances anyway though. See that tunnel back there on the left? It comes out past the trees, and if we snuck out at night he wouldn't spot us. We could be out of here and well on our way to town by morning. Plan to cross the swamp at night. It's not much of a plan, but it's the only one we got. The only problem is that tunnel's full of flies, some kind of nest. We need someone to clear out the tunnel. It's about the size of it. The size of the flies is really big. I need you to kill any maggots in there too, so they don't come back. Haven't got anything to pay you with, but we'd really appreciate the favor. Really thirsty, which is weird because water is the only thing we can get to eat around here. This mustached out filter it. Ew. Tongue hurts, I got a kind of gross taste in my mouth. Fair enough. I don't know whether you're real or I'm hallucinating you. Yeah, you probably get some sleep. Everything okay? I don't like to complain, but I'm so tired. When this job as an office assistant, I never imagined I'd be in charge of cleaning and maintenance around the camp. Well, okay. Looks like we just got to help these people out. That's big flies, definitely. Ow. Fair enough. Alright. Summon him, see what happens. Ooh, lovely. Take your pick. Nice. You have to start them and squash them basically individually. It's going to be super disgusting. Would you like to read a full description of that, or should we just move on? I want the gory details. Just to be clear, there's no bonus item or achievement or other special reward in reading the gross version. It's going to be as long as I can stand to make it. Alright, fine, never mind. Fine, I'm not desperately interested in that. I got a giant maggot. That's a hat? That's gross. Also, I did not put that on. Do you mind? Apparently it decided to equip itself. Ah. Okay, there we go. Problem sorted. All yours, dude. Oh my god, don't come any closer. What are you covered in? This? Maggot guts. Well, thanks for clearing out the tunnel. Please leave this enclosed space and get some fresh air. I was saying that more for my benefit. Good luck with your escape plan. Alright, well that was that. Let's go back to the frog bog. Not really stinks. Ooh, condensed swamp gas. Maybe frogs are just frogs now, right? I figured there'd be like an angry frog here or something, but apparently not. Okay. Ooh, okay. Follow the tracks. How many thumbs? On one hand, 1, and then 4. Sneak up on it. Successfully. Seriously? God damn it. Okay, go. Take that off. Put the giant maggot on for a second. Let me just... Okay, follow the tracks. 1, 4... Sneak. Outsmart. And then I need 6 muscle because of bloody well course I do. Okay, hang on. Anything at all that ups my muscle by just 1 point. I know I've got something. I remember seeing it. You'll do. Flash of light cuts through the trees, the glare passes, and then you see it poking its head above the canopy. A telescope. Well, you fancied a telescope ever since you were a young girl. Pressing into the window of the telescope shop for hours. I still want a telescope. Ooh, telescope in a treehouse. Okay, well that's a new thing. Okay, follow the tracks. 1, 4. Alright, sneak, outsmart, grab it. Leave it on the small primate. And the primate screech. No, let's be fair to both of you. Once you get it pinned, grab it by the waist and yank off one of its long untrimmed fingernails. Good. I'm happy about that. Okay. Put that on. Alright, so we can send that one back later. But it makes up animal tracks leading in all directions. Identify several sets of tracks leading away from the cabin. Duck, horse, cow, human, cat, badger, or leave them alone. But let's wait on that for now. I might need to specifically follow something. I don't know. Okay. Tread upon this tire identifies it as a Lincoln, which sounds like an impressive piece of deduction. Honestly, the top hat and beard were a dead giveaway. Ooh, distill the wet fuel. Hey! Good, I can take that back now too. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of this. Follow the duck tracks. The horse tracks. So the horse goes to water. Cow tracks. Oh, I got the cow shoes. What the hell are those? Makes you clump around like a cow. Okay, because shoes always just change the way you walk. Okay, cat tracks. Follow the cat tracks for a few minutes to lead up a tree you're not willing to climb. Fine. Badger tracks. Upon the badger tracks, after a few minutes you realise this course of action might culminate in you encountering an actual badger, so you change your mind. Yeah, badgers are pretty mean. Follow the tire tracks. Ooh, the Moonshiner's Cave. And the human footprints that lead to, let's call it an improvised latrine. Okay. Another new location. Moonshiner's Cave. Despite anything the map might have to say about it, you managed to wander back to the spot where you set that trap up. Ooh, approach. Hey, I got it. Sweet. No fishing. You can't tell me what to do, I can't read. Poor truck has been fitted with Lincoln tires. That's a little ominous. Ooh. Hi. Who are you guys? We're the Schlitz brothers. I'm Clem, and Clem, this might be a proey? A proey. I don't know what a proey is. I'm assuming that's like some kind of law person. That's guys. Oh, prohibition agent. Of course, prohibition. Yeah. I'm just passing through. What are you doing this? We got ourselves the right predicament. What happened? Java's been brewing up homemade hooch and stashed in the back of the cave here. We got wind that the profies were on our trail, so we figured we'd better cheese it. Pull the old 23 skidoo, you know? Come back to find a bunch of me lizard varmints hanging around. Take the loss and blow, but we hit another snag. Went and locked the keys in the truck. Well, let's see what I can do, I guess. They growl menacingly at you, plainly too sozzled to just jump up and attack you. Offer to mix them some drinks. You guys drinking that stuff straight? Well, cocktail crafting isn't my specific wheelhouse, but I know a couple of recipes. I could make you up some drinks that would go down smoother than pure ethanol you're drinking. A dash of lighter splash of orange juice and a light dusting of sulfuric toadstools so later the game known as snoring on the floor. Awesome. Jarvis nods kindly but kindly clearly threatened about the truck. Well, I dealt with the gators. You can get your hooch, at least what's left of it. That's great news, and I've unlocked your truck. Well, looks like you guys are good to go. Sure does, thanks a million. Case of whiskey, I'm assuming that goes to my little speakeasy place. Yep. Thanks. Unfortunately, I forgot to pay attention to how to get the truck through the weird tree hole. Oh dear. So what, did they get stuck or something? Well, whatever. That's that one solved. Right. Back to the Monster Shack because... well, we've got that now. We've got 2 of them, we can do that. Shadow Orb! No! Ooh, that's big. See if there are any more books I can read, because we've finished all of this and I've got all those books I can read for upgrades and stuff, and I do have a decent chunk of experience at the moment, I think. Yeah, I got 309. So that was, oh yeah, that was part of a thing. Yeah, you're a constant upgrade thing. Further upgrade that. Now what is my, what have we got? Sleaze is 3, so stench is my lowest. That is definitely what I should be putting up if I can. There is stench. Alright, that's good. Puts those stats up a little bit. Now, so that's 2 more I can mark off here. And the ape is totally a real thing. Here's your tracing back and the fingernail you wanted. Guess I'm just torn between excitement, vindication, and the fact that this is a much grislier object than I realized it was going to be. An ape is fine, had 9 more. Alright, so what do we get now? That's muscle and mysticality. Awesome, that's getting really good. Alright, gotta find that yet. Haven't met the flyman yet. And plus 5 to HP. Awesome. Still an outsider to him, apparently. Okay. So we got Treehouse. Let's go there next. Find an old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardly dissolved in the local ecosystem. What's left? Ooh, bunch of stuff. Wentworth's finest tooth wax. Random, but okay. Bald cypress so tough and tall, it's no surprise some fellow has chosen to make of it a tree house. Okay. Hello? Miss, would you keep walking, huh? This is Will Treehunter's house, and the rules ain't no grown-ups allowed. Who are you, Will Hunter? I said. What's up there? It ain't anything, swear it. Don't want to see anyways. I do. You'll tell. I won't. Promise? Yes. It's a point in which Will apparently seems to think it over. Nah, you wouldn't want to see anyway. What's your story? Ain't much to tell. I ain't all that interested in this, I swear. Not to city folk like you anyway. I'm not really city folk. Ever seen a pig birth? No, reckon not. How many pigs giving birth in cities, I hear. What are you doing in the swamp? Nothing special, same thing every boy gets up to, I reckon. I must know what that is. I ain't telling. Can I use the telescope? Afraid that telescope's property, Will Hunter, same as my licorice collection. Ooh, you mean licorice? No, licorice. It's called licorice because it ain't made of rice, so call it licorice. How long have you been saving that? I reckon it's been a few months. Have you refrigerated it? It's in my pocket with some ice, so I reckon so. Can you let me up? So I need muscle or moxie, huh? Okay, so I need 7 moxie. Something that ups moxie by 2 points. Nothing there. Lots of things that up it by 1 point, of course, but nothing that specifically ups it by more than 1. I literally have nothing that ups moxie by more than 1 point, do I? Oh my god, that is incredible. Put you on. Okay, yeah, you need to let me up. Aiding my vital mission against forces of evil. You like meat. As much milk as your belly can hold. Can't tell you, it's a secret. Nah, you wouldn't want to... Am I using reverse psychology on this guy? Nah, you wouldn't want to know anyway. It all works as everything. Ah, jings, I'm just about itching all over now what you're up to. Without waiting for you to confirm the deal, you get the sense Will Hunter's character will get crushed in a courtroom. Ricky wooden ladder on spools. Hey, climb on up. There's no boy up in the treehouse at all, only a large sagging features of a human face sunk into the tree's very trunk. Surely that can't be young Will Hunter. Oh well, I reckon now ain't no keeping you from seeing my plight. I been wickedness. What happened? He must have told. That can't possibly be true. Tree size shedding scalps of bark that drift to the treehouse floor. You ever hear of a doctor? You know what that is? Yes, I know what a doctor is. Well, what do you want to be so mean for? I reckon most people go and tell you one thing about what a doctor does. Only ever met one doctor, Dr. Weiss. Weiss? Probably? Lived on the same street as my step-aunt. There was one morning when he paid me 6 bits to paint his fence, and well, heck, I swear I was fixing to do it, miss. I heard there was an interesting trout down in the river. How can a boy resist? You probably should have painted the fence. Oh, but I was gonna, I swear. Anyway, it wasn't real pleased. He teach me a lesson. He went and cursed me to be a tree. How did he turn you into a tree? All I know is doctors, they got a kind of powerful tool, tweezers, height charts, could he use anything? What lesson are you supposed to learn from this? I ought to paint these fences if I say I'm fixing to. Can you end the curse? Doctor told me that I'd be a tree till I make good by painting a bunch of fences all around town. Huh. Well, I could do that for you if you like. Sure. It's real swell, thanks a lot, miss. Doc who cursed me had a nice white picket fence. He said something like, Will Hunter's got to paint 3 more fences just like this or he'll be a tree forever. Paint 3 fences. Okay. Long-handled brush belonged to my grandfather. Huh. Loses his enthusiasm for holding rocks in the treehouse. See nothing out of the ordinary. Rivers run around the tree trunks. Crawdads and crawl mums make love upon the rocks, and a duck is impaled on the beak of a heron. Here in the swamp, it's a day like any other. The circle of life turns on. Well, that was something that happened, I guess. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Is it like have to be in Ocean City where I do these fences? Also, while I'm in town, I should probably start tuning in radios. I think this place had... Oh, hi, what you got? Hey, Mysticality up. I don't think this place had a radio, but I will just double check real quick. I can't remember which places did and didn't have radios. Nope, nothing there. Oh, thank God for that. I got rid of the original sandwich. Just by splashing some water on my face. That's nice. That'll help my stats get a bit better at least. I've still got that other one, the Oh no, that's gone too. No, wait, hang on. Well, that's right, I got the Swamp Geas. It's a perk, not an effect. I don't know when that's going to come back into play. Where is everyone? Nothing in there. I'm literally just looking out for radios at the moment. Use a paperclip, actually. Sure, why not? It's not as if I don't have enough meat at the moment. Actually, haven't I? No, hang on. One thing I did forget to look for. It's supposed to be painting fences. No one has fences. I wonder if that's ever going to come into anything. Probably not. Alright. Oh, blimey. Didn't notice it's already gone 4 o'clock. So apparently we got to find some fences to paint. So I got a lot of side quests. Actually, it's not listed. Oh no, wait, continue. You're gonna find 3 fences somewhere. Anyway, we've also got to take a break because it's already 4:05. So, we're doing okay, and we will keep going when we get back. See you in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, so we got to keep looking for radios, and we got to keep looking for fences to paint. Nothing there. I mean, technically there's a metal fence. Can I paint that? Probably not. I think he specifically did say picket fences. Which is weird, because I actually don't remember seeing any before, but... I mean, I wasn't necessarily paying attention and looking for them, so... Could be anywhere. Also got to keep an eye out for radios. Still can't do anything in there at all. This place is getting awfully hopping. Elbow code? Wanna buy this? Pure rock candy? It isn't meat. No, but it's a mineral. That doesn't... Okay, fine, whatever. Wanna buy this? Okay, about your plans. Still won't say anything about that yet. Okay. That's fine, I can keep working on it. Paint it! Nice. That's one picket fence done. Yeah, he's still soundo. Okay. Anything in here with radio? Nope, no radio, and no picket fences either. Yeah, sure, here you go, have a match. I don't remember if there's a radio in here or not, but... we'll check out all the rooms and doors and stuff, maybe we'll find something. Nope, no radio there either. Okay. Never did find out if there's, like, missing locations here or something, because I feel like there is. But I've just never found them. Okay, let's head to Crystal Dream Lake. I don't think there's any fences here. The place is a bit more rural for that. But there might be radios. There is not a radio. Ooh, blimey. Hot armor, sleaze armor, stench armor, spooky armor, cold armor. Those wouldn't be bad to buy, you know, because... I mean, I got plenty of money to throw around. And those are good increases in those particular stats. So yeah, okay, I'll take that. The cave is going to have one. No, the cave does not. Ring mushroom. Oh, okay. Are there any fences that need painting around here? There are fences, but none that need painting, so... I don't think there was a radio anywhere. Nope. Yeah, okay. Nothing there. Snake and a worm. So what does a snake do? Fill your enemies with poison. You know what? I will take the snake. Yeah, whatever. And because I may as well, what does the worm do? It's not as if I don't have a lot of cash at the moment. That should... well, that's the wrong one. That actually nets me more familiars, doesn't it? I'm actually quite happy with the familiar I got. Buzz the Mosquito is very good. Because it's a bite and it's a heal. So I do quite like that. Alright, still, that's good. Okay, we got another radio out of it at least. That's the wrong one. Get yourself on the road again. Not really mood for jokes right now, to be honest. Take the damn thing. For crying out loud. Oh goody, I got the Mobius ring. That's good. Chester Delphine Farm? The what? I don't think I know that farm. Okay. Actually, let me have a look at that ring. Helps you help yourself in combat. Right. I don't think there's going to be any radios or fences there. Wait, we're up to 8. What did I need? How many did I need for that? Hang on. 11, and I've done 8. So I only need 3 more. Which I might be able to do. If I run around the campus a bit, maybe. I think there were a few at the campus area. What are you talking about that farm? I mentioned a farm, and I don't think I've been there. Oh my god, junk mail. What does that junk mail item do? Can you actually open it? So I need a letter opener to do that. I don't remember ever seeing one anywhere. Oh, trio figures in... Huh. Okay. Fighting weird random cult people apparently. Random. Fight the fairies! How? How? Gotcha. And I get a fairy knife out of it. Which you'd think would be a good, decent substitute for a letter opener, but... nah, whatever. Okay. I can't seem to find anything else, so... fair enough. Squirrel. I'm going to take a wild stab and actually say that radios in the past probably aren't going to work. Okay, well, that's all for this area. Let's try the campus. Can't imagine there's many fences around here, but I will check around, so... Fixing a reactor, very good. Okay, this is Hilbert House, which is just, you know, as we saw, an infinite levels of stuff and weapons and whatnot. Oh, and I can send him off to the hobo camp apparently. Oh, hello. That was random. I was not expecting that. It just sort of happened, but there you go. No, thanks. Definitely don't need to go there. Where'd that barbecue guy's gone? Aha! That's all 3 fences. Found them. Took a while, but I did. Still need to find 2 more radios, of course, but... Still kind of wish I knew what the hell to do about this place. Because, again, feels like this should be a thing, and it's just not. Good. Radios. No, I literally don't have anything to look up. I need 2 more radios, and I honestly don't remember where the hell I've seen any other than the ones I've already done. I know it's an infinite corridor, but there's got to be something down here I can look at. And again, probably not. Memory serves. The only other place I can think to check. Maybe there was a radio somewhere in the basement. I don't think so. I think I would have checked. Oh, yeah. That's 10. One more. Just one more radio. Somewhere in this great wide world, there is one more radio. And I have literally no idea where it is. Did I check the frat house? Yeah, I already been there. And I can just give him cheese in exchange for stuff. Medical Manchego heals your entire party. Random. Reality shift adds 2 additional armor to each element. Huh. Back to Rufus's lab again. Okay, so I'm one... Oh, does this work? Ah, brilliant, got it. And while I'm here, there was just one right outside his place and I must have missed it. Okay, here's your receiver thing. Hope it's got enough clicks. Hey, 50 experience. I'll give you the ring when I finish doing the math. Alright. They're back with me later today. Okay. Right, so that's that sorted, and we did the 3 fences, which means we can go back to the tree house. You're browsing your way through the swamp, taking a sniff through your nose. Trumpet now and then. Your nose trump, okay. Follow it from a safe distance. So this is the smell of the wisp. Now I still need the barbecue. I have literally no idea where the barbecue source is. Like, no clue. I mean, I guess I could look it up. You think it's a lovely day? I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. Oh dear. -1 to maximum HP. That's not too bad. I can afford to lose a single HP. So I need... It said I needed stench armor for that. We can definitely put that on. That gives me a stench armor of 6. Hang on a sec, let's just... Nope, can't do that. Okay. Shadowy bats. Vampires? Nope, literally shadowy bats. Sorted. Come on, get back to this thingamajiggy. Cheese grater ring. Can't imagine that's going to be very fun. Come on, I want to get back to the thing. Tell you what, it was from the bus stop that I found it, so maybe I gotta search around there, maybe? It's usually, well, it's sort of how these things work. There it is. Oh, 7 stench armor, damn it. 7 stench armor, okay. So I still need 1 more point of stench armor. Nice. Okay, that's that. Right. Good. Oh, good, he's back to normal again. Oh, now that's funny. Earlier there wasn't an old bushy bearded man in the treehouse, and now there is. Not ha funny, but perhaps Me, well, it worked. You lifted the curse, nothing more than some paint and a brush. Are you alright? Right, look at me. I can wiggle my toes, wiggle my nose. I've got bones in my hips and blood in my lips. I'm a boy again. Cut my old flesh back. That's great, Will. Only thing is, still got tree sap coming out when I sneeze, but that's a different curse. Can I help you with that one? Nah, the thing is, that curse can only be lifted with the power of imagination, which as an adult, you've lost. Why are you old? Old? Will Hunter old? Huh. Tell you what, miss, you're only as old as you feel. How old do you feel? Early 70s. Suppose I have packed on the years, kept on growing up while I was the tree. In some ways, I was probably better off staying as a tree, because then I could have lived just about forever. Mischief? Variousness. Can you give an example? May have skipped out on Sunday school once or twice. Stole a horse station. Never heard of a horse station. Because it ain't there no more. What are you going to do now? It's been a while, but I seem to remember on that day I was supposed to whitewash that fence. Instead went trout fishing. It was also due to the courthouse to help a man wrongly accused of murder. How long ago was that? July. What year? I'd say 1876. It's 1928. Reckon I shouldn't stop for breakfast then. Let's hope no trout distracts you on the way. Made like a tree and leave. You got me out of the tree, well, Hunter, I won't let that go rewarded. I suppose I can accept. I got a not so shiny marble. Just sell it. What's this? Bona fide marble, miss. Well, make like a tree and take my leave. Well, that was a thing. Okay. That's the wrong place. I didn't want to go there. Never mind. I still don't know how to get down under here. I don't think... Yeah, still don't know, because there's a couple of places I can't get to because I need some kind of breathing apparatus. I don't have it yet. How much? Oh, I got a lot of experience points I need to use. Okay. Books. Books. Okay, so that's up at 70. Should give me a new perk. Chose not to be cold +4 hot armor. Oh, blimey. That's nice. But yeah, so I've got 7 hot armor, 3 spooky armor, and 4 and 4 both stench and sleaze armor. That's just naturally. I've just got that. So that's actually pretty damn good. Still haven't got a book about cold armor though, which is kind of annoying. So you have done, you have done. Please don't open the shower while I'm in the room. Hey! What's the club sash? 22. Once I get all that, so it's like... So the other one I got was the Flyman. I think. Nothing much else in there. Okay. I don't know where I'd run into the Flyman. Can't remember if there was a particular location for it or not. Ow. Nice. Ooh. This goo has rendered this house entirely decorative. Junk mail. Goody goody gumdrops. Actually, did it specifically say where I could meet the fly guy? Oh, it is this place. I did wonder. Oh, and hey, look, there's a fence right here I could paint too. That's nice to know. So there was redundancy in that. Oh dear. Looks like he's made himself small. Very small. Ooh, got a tiny workbench. What the hell does that do? Chunk of lead and self-adhesive rivets. I absolutely need your help, thanks. My name's Flemberg, Paul Flemberg. I moved back to my parents' old house here because nobody would give me lab space to set up my experiments. Turned out an assistant would have been nice too. I'm trying to improve myself, you know, better, faster, stronger. At least one of those. Put in the wrong settings on the console. And all that happened was I shrank. The door doesn't open from the inside. Yes, I didn't think it through. No, opening the door will depolarize the booth. It takes months for the field emitters to recharge, not to mention the fact that I'd have to collect all new samples of genetic material, so the door can only be opened once. You have to fix the settings. Clearly, if I knew what I would have done wrong, or the wrong ones in myself, I would have made better before opening the door. Okay, so he doesn't actually know what I need to do. There doesn't seem to be any hints. Okay, screens, body Flamberg, head Flamberg, lungs Flamberg, pituitary fly, hat fly. Flip the pituitary lever. And the hat lever. I'm assuming. So hang on, what else do we have? So we have fly. So they can all be fly. Or I can make him all normal again. So it's a case of make him normal or make him not normal. Tough choice. I mean, if I make him a fly, he can't give me a reward. Is that better? Well, this is just the normal me, like before I even got here. This is exactly what I do not want. Okay, so he doesn't want to be like that. So body... fly? Flamberg has now a giant fly with a human head. Oh wait, this one's pretty great actually. I can fly, have the proportionate strength of a fly scale to human size. What's not to love? Okay. Okay, not that. Okay, so change the head back. Although, if I did fly lungs, would that be bad? Okay, not yet. I don't know what hat is. I could make him a fly. So he likes having a fly body. Flip that and flip that. Do you like this, having a huge fly body? Wouldn't you? I don't understand the objections. Don't know what the hat thing is though. Okay. Although, hang on a sec. If I do hat, and he is wearing a hat, maybe I can take the hat? Hang on a second. What if he has the head and the body like that? Yeah, he doesn't like that very much. Didn't think so. Okay. See, I'm not sure if I want to leave hat as Flemberg or fly. Because it's like, do I get it as a reward? Would I get like a fly hat or something? I don't know. But this is clearly what he wants to be. He's clearly very happy like this. He does say he's wearing a nice hat. Hang on, and if we change it... No, because the hat's too small. So I think if I want the hat, I'm assuming, the hat has to be Flemberg, I guess? Okay, fine, open the door. Can't wait to get all kinds of giant fly stuff. Before you go, I need a chest hair off of you. Do we still have those? Okay, whatever, sure. Thanks for... I probably don't want to know. I'm out. See ya. Alright, bye. Well, he seemed happy about that, I suppose. I mean, looking at the shape of the pod, everything obviously is a reference to the fly. I mean, duh, right? Okay. Last one for the Monster Shack. Oh my god! I just unlocked my first achievement! Took long enough. Monster Club Sash, which nets me +1 to all my stats. Honestly, this is a really, really good item. I think I might just equip that. I know that does mean it technically reduces the damage I do during a fight. But to be honest, I'm doing so much of that, I think I can afford to. Anyway, that's everything. I'm assuming I can also get... You can now pet Boris to receive a boon. What's Boris's boon? +3 spooky armor. Well, there we go. I quite like the one I got right now, which is 20% item drop, so I'll keep my current one, thanks. But, nice to know it's there. Alright, sweet. Well, that's all that done. Let's see, what else we got? So we still gotta do that. Oh yeah, I need to take the stuff here back. I don't know. Nice. Ooh, Robot's clearance gets better. I got your fuel cleaned up. Is any in there? I think I got it all out. If they can, pulls a little into wine grass, goes around while peering closely. Look at that, no legs at all. No, that's a good thing. Means you got rid of all the water. Don't see any dirt in there either. Nice work. Guess you're all set then. Looks like it. Ooh, I've got the leather aviator helmet. Mysticality and Moxie, not bad. Could have done without you. You know, could have had a career in aviation if you ever decided to give up. What do you do? I'd rather not even try to explain it. Sweet, and she's off. Woo! Wow, that's actually impressive. I wasn't expecting that to actually, like, just be animated like that. I figured she'd just be gone. Okay, that only leaves me with the main story where I've got to save my friend. I don't know if I can talk my way past this or if I'm just going to have to fight, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Okay, what do we got? 25, 25, 35. Oh god, these guys are very strong. Oh. Down she goes. Gator stick. Gatorman hide. Didn't I need that for something? Vague memory of that. Okay, we'll check in there in a sec. Apparently there's a ghost. Looks hardly the strangest thing you've seen over the last few days. It's definitely pretty weird. Looks like a ghostly man, most obviously his head. You can just barely make out his body if you squint. If you reach out to touch him, your hand passes right through. He doesn't respond to any attempts to get his attention, but he said he seems so focused on something you can't see to the left of that disgusting fly-covered meat hook. Nothing I can do with it. Oh, grandfather, what? To sell them, I guess. Looks like an endless fight situation, that's fine. Nope, there goes his shield. Okay, what have we got? Figures. Enough. Oh, and that is many levels of not good. I don't like this. Fascinating. I think Simone can see a ghostly version, just like you can see one of her, but otherwise can't interact with it. I wonder if I can go talk to that ghost guy now. Ooh. A long, nutty finger of Eldritch energy. Ooh. Oh, so it's like a timer? Okay. Nothing much there. Oh, unless... Right, so the one on the left changes the position of where the, like, door thing is. That one changes the position of the, I guess, room that is available. It does make me wonder what the fourth one is, because there was only ever... So there should be, way in here, and there's the doorway. Perfect. Ooh. Oh god. Something. Haha. Wait, I don't sound like that. I can see everything. I can see everything? What do you mean? In the portal. Hang on. Oh, this is going to take me a while. In our world, in this one... Hang on. Oh yeah. In the portal, I can see everything that ever was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. You're saying that in the portal you can see everything that ever was. I don't think it's safe here. I need to know everything. Sure you don't want to leave? Ooh, I'm not sure if I want to be doing this. Hang on a second. I'm kind of curious, what is the fourth location? Because that will presumably move it somewhere else. I mean, it could just get rid of them. Does that get rid of all of the... Yeah, that gets rid of all the locations. Okay, so... Come on. Okay. I really don't know if I want to look in the mysterious portal, but at the same time, I kind of fucking do. I mean, I got the mysticality to do it. I mean, the game is letting me. But, I mean, it might give me, like, a really bad perk or something. No, it just gave me 6 experience. In the tunnel's bright center, you see a field and a cow suckling a puffin. The farmer is watching. Is there anything else in there? That's fine, but I was hoping to find all-world knowledge. That was incredibly anticlimactic. Floating Man does not react to your presence. I don't think the portal contains some of all totally world knowledge. I think it's just letting you look at a farm where a cow is nursing a puffin and there is a farmer standing nearby watching. That's all that's happening. He blinks backwards. You really enjoying that? Can't leave. Why not? Midnight Nam? Midnight Man. Can't leave because of the Midnight Man? Yes. Midnight Man. Oh, Midnight Man. Midnight. Something happens at midnight. Because I did notice that these things look kind of like clock hands. Apparently that's the Midnight Man. Maybe. I can't seem to interact with him in any way. He's just sort of here. Maybe I can just tell him, yeah, the Midnight Man's nothing to worry about. He still seems to be here, even though it's not midnight anymore, which is odd. Nope, he's gone. Fair enough. So what's with the imp? Like, I mean, I bloody Midnight Man? Kind of wish you could move a little quicker when doing this, because having to go from one side of this place to another is very annoying. And he appears to now just not be here at all. Well, I can't seem to do anything with him, so I guess I'm just going to have to leave. And, yep. I don't know what the imp thing is. I haven't quite worked that out. Oh, little creature's giving you the slip. No sign of it in this world. Drat. Oh. Does that mean it's back in here again? Hang on. Or did I inadvertently let it out into the real world? Is that what you're telling me? No, there it is. The little devil prances about like a jester, given free rein at court. This must be the Midnight Man. I don't know how I caught up with him, but apparently I did. Mischief is transpiring in this realm. You sense he is the lord of it. Let the man at the portal in peace. Is that a no? Surely there's something you'll take in exchange for freeing him. Don't call me Shirley. Oh, is this funny to you? My sense of humor is deliciously twisted. I don't know what you want, I'm stuck. Nobody gets out, don't go anywhere. No one gets out. Okay. Well, it's gone 5 o'clock, so we're going to have to pause for a minute. Not sure what this one wants. Maybe... Maybe I've got to let him out into a certain place. Like maybe one of the... Maybe the portal with all the gators? Possible. Very possible. Okay, I will give it some thought and I'll see what I can come up with. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright. So my only other thought is that I've got to, like, force him into somewhere else. We know that that makes no portal. Leave you there for a moment. So we've got this. Let's try that. Maybe him being in a room full of other people will be like... I don't know if I'd have to, like, send him through the portal or anything. Don't know what you want, no one gets out. If you ever put the portal in there too, he'll, like, try to escape, but he'll do it in front of a bunch of gator people. Which creature giving you no sign of it in this world. Okay. What am I missing with this? I can force him into a building, that I understand. Pushing him into the portal doesn't seem to do anything. I'm really not sure how I solve this one. Like, I'm totally out of ideas at this point. Okay, my only other thought is maybe sending him out into here will do something. That's the only other option I've got left. But, I mean, it seems like anytime he comes into the human world, he seems to just disappear, but I don't know. No sign of it in this world at all. Yeah, so I really don't know what to do with that little guy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave that one be. No clues at all. Something other Gatormen sound screaming from your right. Huh. Oh, god damn it. These men aren't doing enough damage to each other for it to seem like a real fight. Either they're just sparring, or this is how Gatormen arguments work. Either way, they aren't paying any attention. Sneak past them! This could take a while. Apparently I need some more stealth armor. Stench armor, even. Got 4, so I need 3. Pipe turns out to be much longer than you expect, but lots of twists and turns. Clearly, efficient airflow and ventilation system is not a big priority in Gatormen architecture. Okay. Apparently I just got an entire refrigerator on a chain. Fair enough. I probably shouldn't ring that. Hey, it's Charles! I'm glad to see you. I thought it was a Ghana. You're the adventuresome type and all. You know how to pick a lock. Only with an appropriately shaped key. After off to the leader then, I think his room's down the other end of the hall. Sneak attack them or regular attack them. What happens if I ring the dinner bell? Hang on. We nonsensical and cruel to ring the dinner bell without making dinner first. Can I do that? Not for me, for the Gatormen. Prepare a feast. Poke around in the cupboards, pulling out everything you can identify, maybe being Gatorman food, mainly telling the difference between old lumps of meat and old lumps of mud, by whether it's got a bone sticking out. Since you don't know whether Gatormen avoid food with mold on it or consider it an essential spice, you compromise and only scrape off half. Uh-huh. Sneaky, sneaky. Ha 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 ha. Sweet, that got rid of them. Yeah, so they're all in there eating. Oh! The two out here have gone too. Presumably because I rang the dinner bell. Fishy, fishy. Chloroform. Leave it alone for now. Okay, apparently I've got that for something. Bones and how to crack them, huh? Increases your mysticality by 3. Ooh! Well, there we go then. And he jumped down into that thing, whatever that is. All these down to a massive underground chamber. Ow. What the hell is all this? Doesn't look like El Vibrato stuff. Then again, ooh. I don't know how I managed to turn that on, but sort of, does it turn it on briefly or is it a permanent thing? No, it seems to be a permanent thing. What on earth have I stumbled into here? All these blocks are clearly trying to move in a way that makes sense because I got them knocked out of alignment. Move the blocks around relative to each other until they start moving in a more satisfying pattern, assuming you're a person who thinks a smooth circular pattern is more satisfying than a juddery, sparking, spewing chaos. Fair enough. Ooh, pretty. Ow, ow. Got the ziggurat power. You can use 3 additional combat. Whoa! Okay. 3 additional combat items per round. That's actually pretty decent. I was not expecting all of this, but fair enough. Woo. I need 7 Moxie to get past the terrible Guardian, do I? what was it? It was 7 Moxie, and I've got 6. You don't really need to show off like this. Just get through already. Yeah, good for you. You're the worst I destroy. Oh, shoot. Well, he did say destroy, so, I mean... There's the cursed key. Supposed to be the key Kaz mentioned. Looking at the hulking light at the end of the hole, doesn't seem anything beyond it. It looks like it could squash you in an instant. Well, okay then. Can I go back down there? Looks like I can. Huh. Well, fair enough. And I did it without a fight. Found the key? I think so. It's kind of weird though. Yeah, I don't like the looks of that at all. I bet Elvis the Donuts, that's the artifact we're looking for. Couldn't possibly be the key to the random Gatorman cage in the middle of nowhere, then could it? Might be some kind of key-related powers. Normally I'd advise against using it, but I don't see another way out of this mess. He shifts unpleasantly in her hand, buzzing and clicking through a jerky slideshow of shapes, as though searching for the particular slice of a higher dimensional object that will fit the lock. When it finally finds the right one, it jerks forward in your hands and twists, and the lock clicks open. Your hand feels numb. For sure my bacon was well and truly fried. No further use to stick around, apart from any unfinished side quests you might have, but you can always come back later. You escort Charles back to town. You found the cursed artifact and brought Charles back home safely. Can't express how grateful I am. I don't know what we'd do without him. Thank you so much. Don't forget to uncurse the thing before you go to bed. He seems like it has the power to open any lock. That could be extremely useful. It would be really bad if I didn't uncurse it. Yeah, I still don't know what that curse is about the, uncurse. Oh, can I remove my geese? Power of goose is just geese. Why do you have geese? No, like geese, like a curse, kind of. Good. That gets rid of that. I mean, if she shows up and asks for my help, I'll do it, but... I just want to get rid of that lowering of my stats. When the power is out, does the key calm down? Give up the most urgent part of itself to the machine and drop back down in your lap. Her light bulb was under the cat. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can get rid of this particular thing. Ooh. I presented everyone just as you asked, Detective. The victim's wife, the 2 men who were present in the passenger car at the time. I confess the truth of this murder continues to elude me, but no doubt you are soon to enlighten us with your great powers of deduction and observation. I inspect the body again. Now, that wouldn't be fair to the other passengers who hadn't had a look yet. But I will tell you again what I know. At 11:13 a.m., the professor dropped dead in his chair after sitting down with his wife for a cup of tea. At the time, Mrs. Ryokenshi and Mr. Andretti were the only other passengers present in the car. Mr. Perry returned later. The rest I leave you to deduce. Okay, Andretti. Businessman addresses cufflinks. I told you I never even heard of this man. I know of Burgerworth College, of course. It's an excellent institution, but I didn't know he was a professor there. Now, come on, let's not delay our journey any further. I'm traveling with 19 suitcases of exotic rubber to make into new and exciting wheels at the factory. Detective mode. You observe closely to see what you can deduce. Exotic rubber, no doubt from the jungles of Almodovar? His local branch of nicotine I smell on his collar. Of course, the rubber plants of Almodovar don't just yield material for bouncy tires, but an odorless poison lethal when drunk in hot tea. But why would this man abet the murder of a stranger? I suspect the answer lies in the resume on the table and the name printed on it, Martin Perry. The widow, Ryo Kinshi, dabs her eyes with a handkerchief embroidered with the words mourning rags and wipes. Moments privacy, please detective. I have nothing to do with my husband's death. I had no reason to want him gone. He was a kind man and not a rich one. Everything he made he spent on the roulette tables. He owned over 700 of them. It's the largest collection in the world. We were traveling to Yorba Linda. Okay, so the mayor could give my husband the key to the city, but that won't happen now. Detective mode. Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. She said she had no reason to wish her husband dead, but the chemical stains in her cuticles and the fingerprints on the window above, which she opened to dispose of the murder weapon, tell the tale more truly. The nose reveals even more. Observe the zigzag pattern on the medial cleft below the nostrils. It's called the Petrie's philtrum, and it's a rare genetic condition she shares with Martin Perry, her son. Okay. It's as I said, yes, the man was a professor of mine at Burgerworth College, and yes, he gave me a C and a D. There's no reason to kill a man, would you agree? Besides, at the time of his death, I was in the laboratory trying to figure out what all the bits and pieces do. Perfect alibi, wouldn't you agree? Detective mode. He's right, a mere C and D are no reason to kill one's professor, but is that the whole story? Observe how the boy tinkers with the fountain pen and the train lavatory. What? He fancies himself a mechanic, but he wouldn't get a foot in the door if that profession if his C and D stood for car dunce. Okay. Nobody would be able to hire him unless the professor who awarded him these ignominious grades died. In that event, every grade he ever gave would be voided. Really? And this young man can take a plum job in car maintenance and start earning the big bucks. What the hell? I have solved the murder. Never in any doubt, detective. Now tell us what happened. Stabbed, shot, poisoned, blown up, clobbered, smushed. Poisoned by... Who is this Martin Perry guy? Hang on, which one was Martin Perry? None of them were Martin Perry, were they? By you. Please, all will become clear. Strychnine, exotic poison from the Motor rubber tree. To void Martin Perry's car dunce grade so he could make tires for Mr. Andrati. Careful now, don't be a fool. You were a gift of the great powers of deduction. Now come on, use them. I think I was close. Hang on. Okay. So, poisoned by them with that for that. Victim was poisoned by Yume Ryokenshi with exotic poisons from the tree. Because, yeah, it's that thing of they all did it, because this is a reference to Murder on the Orient Express, in which case The reason it was a tricky murder to solve is because there were actually two murderers who were working independently. I think they were working independently anyway. I don't know. I've never read the book or seen anything based on it. I know what the twist is. You know, the clue is we all did it. I'm not ashamed. Any parent, sir, would do the same, as would any manager seeking new talent with interesting ideas about tires. All three of them meeting together, tell you what, detective, at the next stop they could all get out and take the bus. Ooh, the mysterious owl ring. Nice ring, isn't it? Look what rewards accrue for the powerful. And yet I don't appear to have actually solved the murder, because I'm still here. Huh. That's weird. Why have I not solved it? Everybody confessed. Oh, I wonder. Hang on. Is there more to it than just that? Ooh, why is this smoking? That's very strange. Huh. I'm kind of confused about all that. That's very strange. Found some whiskey. And some base oil. South of the border to under the water, the humble worm has turned. Okay. So I still. So getting it right wasn't the answer. Have I just got to get it spectacularly wrong? You already solved the case. You were given great power and you used it. Don't you remember? Don't you remember the ring? You're being foolish now. Okay, the great power is with the ring. Do I have to use that for something? Do I have to like put it on and then talk to people maybe? Aha. Detective mode? Quick glance to charge shows reveal the handyman suffers from Webster's toe, which the toes are identical to those of ordinary. Interesting. Detective mode. A serious reader of court knows about the boy who tried to win Jessica's heart by buying her a zoo. Can I just talk to people with detective mode? The insight comes slowly, which implies I need it in the immediate area. But what? Why? What's the point of this? I still haven't worked out how the hell to open up this, which you probably can't. Okay. So I can sort of use it. Insight comes slowly. So how far away can I use it? Like if I go to... Fine, have the bloody meat. I don't care, I've got more than enough. I'm going to assume it doesn't work here at all. Nah. Alright, so I've got the ring, and I need to use it for something specifically around here. Oh, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button. Shit. What's harrowed? Makes you weak to spooky damage. Right, great. So, still got... I wonder... No, can't use it here either. I was wondering if maybe I could use the ring, but I think because I'm in a curse environment, it doesn't work like that. Which is kind of a shame. I feel like I'm really missing something with this. Because you try to... You use your power to bend back the skin of the world and sniff up its insides. You really want to live without this power. You really want to live in the dark. Yes! There it is. So I had to accuse myself. Well, hey! Who's someone famous who gave up great power? He's not famous, but my dad never eats more than he needs to at a buffet. Got it. Alright. Okay, so that's that. Oh, and the ring's gone too. That makes a certain kind of sense, I suppose. I still have no idea what the hell to do about the... Yeah, I need 6 on everything, don't I? Oh, 7. Blimey, how high up do these have to go? 8. Blimey, I gotta get like my stat-based armors up very high for this stuff. Okay, so I've still got to find a way to go underwater. And I just haven't. Like, that's about all I got left to do in terms of, like, big quests in other areas. I know I've still got the whole barbecue sauce thing, but I have no fucking clue on that. Just run away now. Good. I think, is there a place I haven't been where I can get something to let me go underwater? Because the locks in this house were the other thing I needed to get, of course. Oh hey, I got a padlock key in there too. Oh, and another padlock key there. I forgot about the radio thing. Oh, that's the stairs up. There's also stairs going down though, wasn't there? Some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. The key in an ice block. Wasn't there some hot water in the You looked up where the barbecue sauce is. Do I want a hint? Yeah, don't tell me. Just give me a hint. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, good. I got rid of all that. That's actually very good. It's in the SIT area, is it? And the SIT area is pretty big. Moxie and stench armor. Ooh, 11. How many padlocks did I need? Oh no, that was all of them. So wait, how the hell do I go under the water then? Unless that's optional. Okay. Hang on. Who am I taking it back to? Refresh my memory, please. In the big moist pepperage. Nope. Nope. No. Sunken boxcar, right. That's right, he's another hobo for the cause, back at the camp. Got your padlocks. Thank you so much. You didn't run into my grandmother by any chance, did you? What? No? Was she supposed to be there? No, that would have been highly unusual if she had been, considering she died more than 30 years ago. Here's your padlocks. Once I've reaccustomed myself to standing on level ground, I'll be on my way. There's a hobo camp over there. Yep. He's off. Okay. So that's good. We got that one ticked off. And I still don't know how to get down into the submarine bit. I mean, you think a submarine would have something for going underwater. Mm-hmm. Nice. Huh. Nice train, but the chart is either slightly too far away or the submarine is slightly too dark. Torpedo 2 pressure 19 psi. Ah, indeed. Oh. I guess I was looking in the wrong place. Oh no, wait, that's a barrel of tequila for the speakeasy. Or was that what I wanted from that? Ah, no, he did say, didn't he? In fact, I remember now, he said that I could have the booze as a reward. Alright, so I guess I was looking in the wrong place the whole time. It's weird that they say there's two places where, oh, you need equipment to go under there, and it's like, well, I have fucking equipment. I kind of figured that's what it was. I guess I was looking in the wrong place the whole time. Okay. Dutch is nearly English. Anyway, submarine booze is safe. Next assignment would be to renovate an elderly and formerly abandoned radiophonic transmission station. Renovate it such as no longer contains any vampires. The expedition is really off, so to speak. Your payment should be delivered to your bed. Adjacent furniture forthwith. Alright, let me drop the stuff off at the speakeasy. Now some tequila. Okay. Hang on, wait, where did it say I needed to go for the thing? Something about a radio tower? Take your night scan free. If I go in there, I'm not going to be able to leave because my character is currently tired. Okay, so you're saying that the barbecue source is somewhere here. Let's go check in on Rufus, actually, because, that's nice. See if he's got his... No, he's still running the numbers. Probably be for tomorrow. The SAT area is kind of big. Wait, barbecue wing maintenance access? Apparently the barbecue wing doesn't have anything in it, so... have to be serviced by barbecue sauce instead of water. Found it! You know, I was thinking, I saw that barbecue thing, and I was like, how did I never spot that before? Oh, okay, it's just a thing. Never mind, it's not in there. I was like, does that mean there's a barbecue room up here somewhere that I completely missed? No, apparently it was just connected to there. I don't remember. Did I run into that before and completely forget? Because I'm thinking now I may have done. Barbecue sauce, just like Dad used to make. Well, enjoy. Yay, 30 experience points. That was so worth all the effort. So that means the only sort of outstanding mystery that I've got is this really weird fishing rod curse. Which I don't get. Like, I know I'm missing something on that. That's fairly obvious to me, but... Now, where are my fishing rods stored? Are they in... quest items, maybe? I don't think they're combat items. I need to equip it. Feeling the fishing rod's curse has caught another fish today. You get the feeling the more fish you help him catch, the happier he'll be. Maybe we're going to like catch them whilst having the fishing rod equipped. But it's the same line. It's always the same line. There's got to be something I'm missing, like some sort of... something I can interact with that isn't the fish. I mean, I've been wandering around from one side of this area to the other, and there's not been anything I can see. No pun intended. Oh, wait, what the hell? Why is there a bicycle here? That was not there before. When did that appear? Like, I've been in this thing like a dozen times. That has never been there before. Huh. Another curse kick to the curb. Okay, apparently a bicycle just eventually showed up. Sure, why not? Now I've got to remember what the item I was using was. Some sort of... was it this one? Yeah, it was that one. Okay. That's totally fucking random, but fine. So in terms of... Yeah, we just got the side quest where I gotta get the reward. But if I get the reward, I won't be able to leave the room. So, time to pick a fourth store. 10 things I hat about you. A hat store, I presume. Terrible name. Texas Instruments guy from Texas selling musical instruments. Some SIT science lady wants to sell potions. Let's get the hat store going. Orb Gazer. What does Orb Gazer do for me? Oh, +1 mysticality. I won't say no to that. Fixing you sworn to live a mission performance is not gonna notice. Hey, briefcase full of meat. 800. Very nice. Alright, let's see what we're going to get for today, and then we'll see how we get from there. October 20th, 1902. Yeah, some work to do. Did I get the source and did I solve the curse rod? I did get the source. The source was... Well, I was in the basement, and I noticed there was a barbecue maintenance area, and I was like, oh, is it in there? Oh, no, it's not in there. And then I just went back up to the surface and just found it in a bloody water fountain. That, you know, thinking about it, I think I remember checking that when I very first got to the SIT place, but I'd forgotten that I'd found it. And then I did solve the cursed rod, because a bike just randomly showed up, and I don't know what caused it to happen. I don't know why it suddenly appeared when it hadn't been there for like dozens of times before. I don't know if it's a case of I just had to keep trying and it eventually showed up, or if it was me equipping the fishing rod as like a weapon caused it to show up. Literally no idea. It just suddenly did. Property of Margaret Blank, age 9. All of us keep out under penalty of law. Yesterday our dog Daisy died. Papa said it was bound to happen because she was older than me, which isn't old for a kid, but is really old for a dog. He said we'll get a new dog soon, but I was sad anyway, some birthday. School today, teacher asked what we want to be when we grow up. I said I'll be God, because then I can make sure all the dogs live a long time and we'll be happy. Everyone laughed, and that jerk Billy Gribsley said a girl can't be God. So I said I'll be president instead, because that's nearly as good. He said a girl can't be president either. I'll show him. Gonna make all kinds of laws about being nice to dogs. I'll just make being a jerk illegal, so Billy Gribsley goes to jail. Can't eat nothing but bread and water forever. So are we the person who eventually became, or is trying to become president? Ocean City paperwork. Poindexter, your insufferable bean counter. What is it, Terrence? Madame Comptroller, I merely need your signature on these budget revisions. With this, the remainder of the funds currently allocated to municipal services will be redirected to your shadow president's campaigning or other project. Sounds a bit obvious. Rest assured, I'm only sparing you the details, which you have made quite clear to me that you find intolerably boring. Transaction being meticulously obscured through shell corporations, cut-offs, offshore accounts, and the like. Better not be skimming more off the top than I'm willing to ignore. Yeah, so this is the person who's working with Noel to try and presumably become president. I'm curious where this is going at this point. Candidacy for shadow president. One of your PR lackeys carefully trained to be just afraid of you enough to tell you not what to say in public. Please don't call them peons, ma'am. Please try for a less totalitarian tone. Generally says something like, my fellow citizens? It's weird the levels went all funny when you said your last name. Don't worry about it. Hereby announce my candidacy for shadow president. Vote for me or else. Start out by explaining who you are. Most of them probably don't pay much attention to local politics. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I have made my mission to eliminate waste and graft in city's finances, make sure you get exactly what you deserve, rob your suckers blind. Eliminate waste and graft in the city's finances. And I am proud to say that I have been completely successful through my program of shutting down needlessly wasteful civic programs, thereby reserving your valuable taxpayer meat for things that actually matter, ensuring nobody at the time any protest, forcing you to live in desperate squalor like the rats you are. Ensuring none of you have the time or energy to protect my actions. They probably don't want to hear that. Suppose not. Also, that's more a convenient side effect of your policies rather than the basic purpose. Reserving your valuable taxpayer meat for things that actually matter. Things like mom, baseball, and apple pie, ultimate power, family, prosperity, and freedom. Perfectly meaningless, love it. Okay, then just a call to action on top of it all and we're done. Vote for me is a vote for you. Vote for me and I'll pay you 100 meat. Yeah, vote for me is a vote for you. Yeah, we'll add all the legal, this message, blah blah blah, campaign for Shadow President stuff in post. Great, I'm out of here. Time travel makes my guts itch. Yokel, even by the standards of his time. Mayor Burby, I presume. Yes, who are you? I'm here to speak to you about the Crystal Dream Valley Dam project. I want you to make the dam bigger, and much more powerful. Here's some revised plans. A dam this large would flood the valley, displace hundreds of people. Besides, the dam as planned will provide a perfectly adequate amount of power. Why would we need to make it bigger? How about a handshake agreement? What? Don't even know who you are. You want me to agree to this on the basis of a handshake? Specifically, I'm offering you the chance to shake hands with the handle of this large briefcase filled with meat. So she's the reason that the dam is as big as it is. She's the reason that Crystal Dream place got flooded. It's got a single block of tedium or element from boring work. There's a sheep in your office. Turns out that a lot of the president's time spent on ceremonial bullcrap that nobody actually cares about. Case in point, pardoning the Thanksgiving turkey. None of your aides know what a turkey looks like, apparently. Pardon the damn thing, anyway. Note here about going back in time, making the Christian Ram bigger. Gotta get on that eventually. Your ridiculous court wizard isn't taking the situation seriously. Give me a progress report on the SIT thing. You're taking care of a problem. You know, it's so dreary and unfestive there. All that math and science, it isn't holly or jolly. Screw the damn theme. Your entire job is dealing with magical issues. I won't have that do-gooder interloper messing around in the library. There's too much at stake. Get it dealt with, or I'm giving Crimbo's federal holiday status to a friggin' groundhog. So Noelle is basically a peon of this Margaret person. Interesting. Some jock kid you've President's Fitness Award to. Okay, alright, by the power invested in me and the Shadow President, here's your reward for being able to climb a rope faster than any other kids. Which is definitely important and a great use of my time. President Strong, make rich. Yes, I know, and yes, you don't have to remind me of the terms of our two-word agreement. You're keeping your people mean and hungry, or as mean, or as hungry, good fighters. That's right, you're my ace in the hole, the stinking mud hole. If I need to use force, so you'd better stay on top of things if you want your make rich. Keep everyone worshipping at the Gator Shrine too, but for God's sake, don't mess with the stuff in the basement. If you screw anything up down there, I will turn you into wallets. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, damn paperwork. How come nobody told me being a president is all paperwork and told me to idiots? The unwashed masses have got to be kept in line while we amass power. I hereby sign this order declaring July 12th National Bread and Circuses Day. All citizens get a complimentary dinner roll and a free turn on the nearest suitable trapeze. Who cares? Let Coldridge deal with it. What's it even for anyway? It's all beneath me. Hailstrom. Everything's fine and dandy, ma'am. I don't rightly understand what this shadow energy stuff is exactly, or why you're so golden much of it. But the converts are spraying out like slicker greased mice out of a Gatling gun. Plenty of slag left out to press into those weird monsters you like. Finally, some good news. So you'll meet the project deadline. Yep, though we need to expand the oil drilling operation some more. You need to sign this permit so we can expand into lots 210 to 240. Sure, wait, 210 to 240? Is that a problem? Family Pond is 223. Well, man, if you're wanting your weird black juice, we gotta get the regular black juice out of the ground first. Alright, fine. Sorry, Grandpa. Ooh. Interesting. So that's like all backstory of the person we're fighting against, it would seem. Curious. Very curious. Okay, well that's all very interesting. So let me just do the morning routine of rubbing and considering and all the other stuff just to get those few little perks that I can get. Because they're nice little things. Okay, so we're going to have to leave it there for today. Because it's already 6:05. My character's back up to having decent stats again, thank fuck. Because all the effects and everything else is gone. I'll have to do the eating and drinking and stuff next time. It's because we're already way past time. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.